The human brain is the most powerful and mysterious organ in the entire body. And even today, scientists still don't fully understand everything about it. Inside your head is a structure made of nearly 86 billion neurons, constantly sending electrical signals faster than most people can imagine. Your brain controls your thoughts, emotions, memories, movements, personality, decisions, fears, dreams, and even your heartbeat while you sleep. Every second, your brain processes enormous amounts of information without you even noticing. But here's the incredible part. The brain never truly rests. Even while sleeping, it continues working silently in the background. Today, we're going to explore how the human brain actually works, how memories are formed, why emotions exist, how the brain controls the body, and the daily habits that may improve or damage brain function. Stay until the end, because some facts about the human brain sound almost impossible to believe. Let's begin. The brain is often compared to a supercomputer. But in reality, the human brain is far more complex than any machine humans have ever built. It weighs only around 1.5 kilograms, yet it controls almost everything we do. The brain works through billions of nerve cells called neurons. These neurons communicate using tiny electrical and chemical signals. Every thought, movement, memory, or emotion happens because neurons are constantly sending messages to each other. And these messages move incredibly fast. Some neural signals travel at speeds over 400 kilometers per hour. Now imagine this. Every time you move your hand, recognize a face, feel happiness, or remember a childhood moment, billions of neurons work together instantly. The brain is divided into several major areas, and each part has different responsibilities. One of the most important parts is the cerebrum. This is the largest area of the brain and controls thinking, memory, speech, emotions, learning, and voluntary movement. The cerebrum is divided into two halves called hemispheres. The left side generally controls logic, language, mathematics, and analytical thinking. The right side is more connected to creativity, imagination, music, and visual processing. Although both sides constantly work together. Another important area is the cerebellum. This part helps control balance, coordination, posture, and precise movement. Without the cerebellum, say even simple actions like walking smoothly or picking up a glass would become extremely difficult. Then there's the brainstem. This may be one of the most vital areas because it controls automatic survival functions: breathing, heartbeat, blood pressure, swallowing. Even while sleeping, the brainstem keeps the body alive without conscious effort. Now let's talk about memory. Memory is one of the brain's most fascinating abilities. Every experience, conversation, sound, smell, and emotion creates patterns inside the brain. When neurons communicate repeatedly, connections become stronger. This process is called neuroplasticity. The brain literally changes itself based on experiences. That means learning something new physically changes the structure of your brain. The more often certain neural pathways are used, it's the stronger they become. This is why practice improves skills. Whether someone learns piano, a language, sports, or mathematics, repeated activity strengthens neural connections over time. But memory is not perfect. The brain constantly filters information. If the brain stored every single detail equally, it would become overwhelmed. Instead, it prioritizes emotionally important or repeated experiences. That's one reason emotional events are often remembered more clearly. Now here's something incredible. The brain can generate emotions before the conscious mind fully understands what's happening. For example, if someone suddenly hears a loud noise, the brain may trigger fear instantly before logical thinking even begins. This happens because survival systems inside the brain react extremely quickly to danger. One important structure involved in emotions is the amygdala. The amygdala helps process fear, stress, danger, and emotional reactions. Meanwhile, another area called the prefrontal cortex helps control decision-making, planning, and logical thinking. In many situations, these areas work together constantly. Sometimes, emotions dominate logic. Other times, logic controls emotional reactions. Now let's discuss dopamine. Dopamine is often called the reward chemical. It plays a major role in motivation, pleasure, focus, and learning. When people achieve goals, eat enjoyable food, exercise, or experience excitement, dopamine levels may increase. But modern technology can strongly affect dopamine systems. Social media, constant notifications, and endless entertainment may overstimulate the brain's reward pathways. Over time, this may reduce attention span and increase mental fatigue. That's why many experts encourage limiting overstimulation and allowing the brain time to rest. Now here's something many people don't realize. The brain uses enormous amounts of energy. Although the brain makes up only a small percentage of body weight, it consumes around 20% of the body's total energy. That's why nutrition strongly affects brain function. Healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, hydration, and proper sleep are all extremely important for cognitive performance. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and nutrients may support brain health over time. Now let's talk about sleep. Many people underestimate how important sleep truly is for the brain. While sleeping, the brain performs critical maintenance and repair processes. Memories are organized. Information is processed. Toxins are cleared away. Lack of sleep may affect concentration, mood, memory, decision-making, and reaction time. Chronic sleep deprivation may even increase the risk of neurological problems over time. Another fascinating thing about the brain is how it adapts after injury. In some cases, healthy parts of the brain can partially take over functions damaged by injury or disease. This ability demonstrates the incredible flexibility of the human brain. Scientists continue studying neuroplasticity because it may help improve recovery after strokes, trauma, and neurological disorders. Now let's discuss stress. Short-term stress can sometimes improve focus temporarily, but chronic stress may become extremely harmful for the brain. Long-term stress increases cortisol levels. Your high cortisol over time may negatively affect memory, mood, concentration, and emotional health. Some studies suggest chronic stress may even shrink certain brain areas involved in memory. That's why stress management matters far more than many people realize. Exercise, sleep, meditation, social support, and relaxation techniques may all help protect brain health. Now here's something truly amazing. The brain predicts reality constantly. Your brain does not simply react to the world. It constantly makes predictions about what will happen next based on past experiences. This helps humans react quickly and survive efficiently. For example, when reading words, the brain predicts upcoming letters and meanings almost instantly. That's one reason people can read surprisingly fast. The brain also filters enormous amounts of sensory information every second. Without filtering, the world would feel overwhelming. The brain decides which sounds, sights, smells, and sensations deserve attention. Another important topic is attention span. Modern technology constantly competes for human attention. Phones, videos, advertisements, and notifications may overload focus systems inside the brain. As attention becomes fragmented, concentration may become more difficult. One possible solution is reducing multitasking. The brain actually performs better when focusing on one task at a time. Deep focus may improve learning, memory, creativity, and productivity. Now let's talk about aging. As people age, certain cognitive abilities may slow down naturally. Reaction speed and memory retrieval sometimes become less efficient. However, the brain remains capable of learning throughout life. Mental stimulation, social interaction, exercise, reading, and lifelong learning may help support cognitive health during aging. Another surprising fact is that the brain itself cannot feel pain. Although the brain processes pain signals from the body, brain tissue itself lacks pain receptors. That's why brain surgeries can sometimes be performed while patients remain awake under special conditions. Now, let's discuss habits that may help support long-term brain health. Regular exercise improves blood flow to the brain and may support memory and cognitive function. Healthy nutrition provides important fuel for neurons. Good sleep supports memory and emotional balance. Mental challenges like reading, learning new skills, puzzles, and social interaction may help keep the brain active and adaptable. Managing stress is equally important. And perhaps one of the most powerful things for the brain is curiosity. Learning new things creates new neural connections and keeps the brain engaged. Now, let's quickly review some incredible facts about the human brain. It contains around 86 billion neurons. It constantly changes based on experiences. It controls emotions, memory, movement, and survival. It consumes enormous amounts of energy. It processes information even during sleep. And it may continue adapting throughout an entire lifetime. The human brain is not just an organ. It is the center of consciousness, identity, imagination, creativity, emotion, and intelligence. And everything people experience passes through this extraordinary system. And despite centuries of research, scientists still believe we have only scratched the surface of fully understanding how the brain truly works. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more fascinating health and science content explained in a simple and easy way. Take care of your brain, take care of your body, and we'll see you in the next video.